Hey everybody, welcome to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob and this is the 43rd episode in my 4th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. I'd like to start by wishing everyone else a happy Valentine's Day. And by apologizing for completely forgetting to record an episode for publication on Tuesday. With all that being said, the show must go on, so let's get started here. I wanted to begin with a comment from Tarsak with regard to my King's Army here. I almost completely missed this, but there's a column of champions right there I should totally grab. He mentioned preferably with units that are not flame tanks, since they're all just getting tons of experience anyway. Really, all of my units here are gold rank, but I think I should probably still prioritize somebody like the Firstborns or somebody, just because the more champion levels I have on them, the better. So I'll have to sort out those armies and decide who needs to go after that. These armies are kind of going to be a mess for a little while. The research for the final spell, he suggested I might tweak that a little bit to get it a bit faster, but actually I believe this is... No, Forge Blast comes after this, and I'm getting Earthquake in one turn and then Forge Blast. Actually, I don't think there's any way I can speed that up anymore without triggering like a research boost event. So, probably is not going to make a difference at this point. He may have posted that comment. Maybe that was in an earlier episode. I'm not sure if I got confused. But, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any way I can speed up the process anymore. Both of these spells will research in one turn, so I don't think by producing research in any of my cities that would help me at all. Natty Eck mentioned that choking fumes would have slowed the snake and lowered resistance. The snake that I was trying to convert, I think that was with my sorcerer's army in the last episode. Yeah, this little guy right here, that little pest, was kind of tricky to convert. I did eventually get him, but choking fumes would have helped. It would have slowed him down and lowered his resistance, which is just great for trying to convert a unit. Jeff mentioned several things, actually. I wanted to focus on a few. Mentioned that I should consider terraforming the Naga city a bit more. I do have wetlands all through here, but these cave walls are a bit thicker than they really need to be. I could actually fit more wetlands in here and possibly bump that city up to like happy instead of content. So I need to get a unit that has tunneling down there. I wanted to see if I have anyone in this group that could do that. I don't think... Yeah, these guys can't. The engineers cannot. I don't think the juggernauts can. No. Yeah, I don't think I have anyone here that can actually tunnel, so maybe it'd be worth making a builder here real fast. Yeah, probably would be. Does this city have a Masters Guild yet? I would prefer to get one of those first, if it doesn't. So yep, it does. So the builders that I make here will have... They'll have repair machine, so that's good. That's always useful for a dreadnought. So I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. And oh yeah, one more suggestion from Jeff. Consider putting a city on the new fort I just built. I was actually thinking about this. It's not really a great spot for a city because I mean there's an orc city right there that'll grow to get a lot of this stuff. I might put one there. I've also thought about putting one up here to get like the tomb and the dungeon. I guess down here you might get that stuff, but I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to build another settler just yet anyway. For now, the fort isn't a strategic enough spot that it would basically be... the fort would essentially be defending the city if I put one up here. But I don't know. I'll think about that. That might be a decision I make a little further on down the line. For now, I'm more focused on the sorcerer army, trying to get them leveled up and all set up and ready to go. He also mentioned, Jeff also mentioned that these fairies might make good scouts. I think definitely at least one of them would. I don't know that I want to send both of them out to scout, but I'll probably send the weaker Buttercup fairy out to scout. I think going north would be a good idea. I want something out on the water over here to keep an eye out. Maybe some advanced warning if Red tries to send anything my way. And that should pretty much be it for the comments going into this episode. I did want to let everybody know that I will be gone this weekend for a few days. So coming back, I might be coming back sometime on Monday. I don't know when. I have a friend's wedding going on, so I'm gonna. There's a good chance there might not be an episode on Tuesday again. Next week might only be one episode as well. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so you know what's going on if that turns out to be the case. All right. So we got Spy Drone edging its way closer to the Draconian Empire. Actually, it's right above it. Oh yeah, I did see that Manticore Rider out here. He might go after that fort, which would be annoying. Not really game-breaking, but annoying nonetheless. That would be particularly annoying because I would lose out on 10 casting points. I think maybe I can send a small detachment out there to go deal with that. Maybe not spare too many soldiers for it, but just a couple guys that could handle a Manticore Rider on their own. I know the Earth Elemental would definitely be a good candidate for that, despite the fact that he doesn't have lifesteal. Unfortunately, that one doesn't. But that's okay. He would still be a useful... because he's immune to fire damage. Wait a second. Oh, that's a Goblin Manticore Rider. No, the Earth Elemental would actually not be a very good counter to that because they're weak to poison damage. I was expecting it to be Draconian. On that note, probably better to send a machine or something. How about we just send the Juggernaut over there? And then maybe I need somebody to go with him. Help for some extra protection. Maybe the Knight. Yeah, we'll send a Knight. We'll send the Juggernaut. And maybe just a little extra. Throw in that Civic Guard. Just for fun. Okay, and then they'll kind of go out. And if he decides to go after that, might be able to get it back right away. And maybe kill a Manticore Rider in the process. Hopefully they would jump by anything else sneaking around. Alright, these guys I think are stuck for the time being. They can't quite embark yet. I'm gonna move this guy here, make sure. Okay, those guys could embark. The armies behind them cannot. Not quite enough movement. So I'm just gonna be patient with this group. I'm gonna move these guys here. Kind of like this. And then on the next turn, they should all be able to embark. And then I think I should be able to disembark them on the turn following. And for now, I'm going to leave this guy here. He can make a run at that watchtower on the next turn to make sure it's all still safe. I do have another Earth Elemental coming to join the fight. Definitely want to make room for this guy. He is totally worth it. Probably, I might drop that Ice Queen. I don't know how necessary she would be. Well... no, not against Draconians. I might need her. She does have fire weakness, but she's also got an attack that's going to do extra damage to the Draconians. And I need to keep these guys in a stack of 3 for defense purposes. I want to keep the healer in there. You know what? I think I'm going to actually drop one of those knights and add this guy to the group. That seems to be my weakest group there. How much more movement do you have? 3? Not quite enough, so I'll leave him. I'll just let him hang out there for the time being. And you know what? It was either Jeff or Tarsak. I apologize, I do not remember. But one of them mentioned I might consider go clearing that Heart of the Blight with some of the units that I have sitting around down here. Not a bad idea. The city population isn't quite... I mean, obviously, I don't have that in the city's borders yet. But when it does grow, the extra casting points would always be helpful. I don't really know... I know that units that... See, the problem is my undead are going to be largely resistant to any damage that these blight guys do. But on the other hand, I'm not going to do as much damage with the undead because they don't deal elemental damage. Okay, this guy might do okay. I'm going to send that reanimator. Probably just throw in some raw power, some knights. And that reanimator. Oops, I picked a Wraith. I'd rather not take him. What about that Deathbringer? They do some spirit damage with their melee strike. She might be helpful. Alright, I'm going to take these. Busy units will right. That doesn't really help. Okay, Guard Break might help. Oh, I think that structure had already been used too recently. I can't really make it any further north, but I could clear that. I don't know if there's any reason to clear that, but I guess XP if nothing else. Why not? We're here. Let's do it. It's just a bunch of birds. Well, I don't see a need to get fancy here, although I kind of wasn't paying attention and didn't see the rock there. You go here, you go here, you go here, and you go there. Okay. Who took any significant amount of damage? Human Knight is fine. I think these guys just need to heal themselves. Alright, let's make sure we can save them first. That Human Knight is completely out of XP, vulnerable to being flanked. Unless I kill everything but what can flank it. Like by doing this. So I'll just leave that unit alive if I have to leave anyone alive. You know what? I could do this. Oh, I should have attacked with the other unit. Shoot him. I should have attacked the bird with these guys and then used them to finish off the carrion bird, but that's okay. They're just little crows. They can't really move now. Well, I guess they can, but they'll die trying. I think I grabbed a couple more levels there. Alright, we'll put them on hold for the moment. These guys actually kind of need time to heal anyway, so maybe it's good that my river crossing is being a bit slowed. Alright, continue scouting with the flyer, see what I can find. Okay, there is the elf country. And a very large draconian city. My goodness, there's a lot of stuff in there. Don't want to move much closer, but their leader is not there, though. A few heroes. It's a decent-sized army there, but it looks like they are on guard against blue, so that's good. That's what I want. I want the two of them to be distracted fighting each other while I'm fighting a one-front war. Okay. I guess I'll just explore this lake. See how this is shaped into the rest of... Oh, hey, look, money. Alright, and then these guys, I don't see any reason to not just basically move straight east and just kill everything that I run into along the way. This area should be more or less cleared now. There are some structures and stuff that I might be able to take advantage of, like that. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to just clear a bunch of this stuff, because this will get me... Ooh, only a probable victory, huh? I'm going to take that chance. Those firstborns are going to be really good for this situation, as long as the hailstorm doesn't kind of mess me over. But yeah, the more money I can pull out of these places, the better. to just continue paying for upgrades on, like, everything. Yeah, the firstborn should be fine here. The knight is the one that I want to be careful with, especially. And the knight is also the one that I'm going to heal. Leave him just out of range of everything else so he can charge in. Except for that. Okay, he's not going to make it through all those firstborns. I don't think he'll try. Oh, right. This isn't the one with the meteor shower. This is the one where units just get chilled. Alright. Now I want to get a good hit in on somebody. I'm thinking this Ice Queen right here is a pretty big problem. I want to deal with her. This guy I think has some movement. Yeah, he could go after either of those two. I would like to kill her so that he can move without taking a hit. I guess he could also be the one to kill her. But I would prefer... You know what? That's actually probably not a bad idea. Okay, oh, and he's got killing momentum, right? Good, good, good. Send that fresh one in there to deal with that. Which actually just kills the other guy. It's alright. Move over here. Should be okay now, I think. That will probably kill it. Probably. Oh, definitely. I was kind of hoping you'd turn around so the knight could siphon off some more life. Whoa. That's a really good item. Oh, dang, that's a great item. This is okay, but... I want that. That's going to either the Warlord or... Does the Warlord have Defender? No, I was sending him that Tunic of the Young Adventurer, but I don't think he needs it now. Let's see, and what about the King? King already has a Tunic of the Young Adventurer. Whew, man. I think I might give it to my king and then find another armor piece for him and just see how absurdly high, just for the fun of it, just to see how absurdly high I can get his defense. Because that's a lot of defense. And I am going to be losing some when I get rid of Thick Iron Greaves and add Tireless Boots. Man. Alright. Does anyone else have an extra armor piece that they are not using? I think one of those would be useful. So I'm going to send one of these to the king. Probably this guy's. I don't need that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Theocrat and the king are going to swap torso gear. Let's see here. Where are you? I'm actually going to send that the king's way and then have him just hold on to his other item for now. The Theocrat can do without for a little bit, hopefully. How far long before it arrives? Code of the Mid-Elephant Hunter. 4 turns. That's a bit long. I need to get rid of something here. I need a little more room. Probably won't need that Spirit Ray thing. I do like the Razor Projectiles effect I'm getting. I'm just going to sell this off. I don't think I'll need that. And then I'm going to send that shield the king's way. I've already got his other items mostly planned out, so Whoops, the shield is not with any of them. Let's see here. It's back here. Alright, so that is going to my king. And then that other item, extra resistance, that's worth it. Resistance is worth a lot. Somebody should probably be using that. Possibly the warlord. He's got fire protection. I may switch that ring in if I want to do something fancy with the... Well, actually, I don't want to take it off yet. I might switch that ring in if I want to do something fancy with the giant destabilize mana core, the giant explodey spell. But for the time being, and in general, I think I'd rather give him some resistance, because his resistance is actually quite low. It's only at 9. So let's do that. Send this your way. Okay, cool. If I keep finding caliber of items like that shield, that'd be great. I don't know if I should wait and let them, or just let them go on. I guess we'll see what's down here. The bunch of knights. I'm gonna let the other army come back them up. Instead of risk losing somebody, I don't see a reason to get too crazy with all those units. You know, I think the Warlord's army might just... I think I'll just keep this simple and send the Warlord's army over there. Now my King's army is closer. And I can have that ferry join them pretty easily. These boats, yeah, their flame tanks are kind of occupied at the moment. We'll just go this route. Level up those firstborns. Yeah, looks good. Oh, wait. Almost messed up. Gotta remember, for these Column of Champions, you definitely want everyone moving on to the battlefield. That would have been a stupid mistake. Alright. Well, do what firstborns do best. Walk forward and stand there. The king could actually do that for himself quite well now, too. In fact, I think he's going to park himself right there. Maybe he can absorb some XP from all this stuff. He doesn't have Tireless yet, though, so probably should be mindful of that. It's coming, just not fast enough. I think I get those boots on the next turn. Let's go ahead and get rid of that boar. And keep these guys distracted. Okay. Get off of me. Make sure not to forget to reload the tank. King is straight up out of movement. That's okay. Let's get some lifesteal from those guys. Oh, those ones don't have lifesteal. That must have been created a little earlier. Alright, promotion level for everybody, which works out well considering the other units are playing in the pool there. Can't do anything with them on this turn. I guess the Warlord's army is just gonna shift and set right there. I don't like ending in a line, but I don't think there's any units within range to attack anything. It's hard to tell though, because those Mana Core Riders can move so far. Alright, let's see here. I know I wanted to get Forge Aprons with him, so I'll pick that up now before I forget. And what else? Wall climbing, sabotage, nah, not really necessary. Cure disease, probably not. I think I'll just save the other points. Oh yeah, and we got backup now too. I actually don't know if I mean, if I run them any further east, they're going to run right into where enemy units might be. So I think at the moment, I'm actually going to leave them back here just in case they try to counterattack. I think that's unlikely, but I'll pull them forward if it looks like they're turtling, like they're shelling up in their cities, and I'm going to need the extra backup. But so far my King's army has been fine on offense. So I think I'd rather play a little cautiously, keep some defenders here, just so like a group of Mana Core riders don't come running straight west across my land. I think it's unlikely the computer would be smart enough to do that, but you never know. Better safe than sorry, I guess. I don't see a reason to take chances, a lot of chances at this point in the game. Things are going fairly well. Okay. Firstborn... Wait, firstborn. No, not a firstborn. Prospector. This name doesn't even start with an F. I'm losing it, guys. I'm just going crazy. Let's see here. He probably may as well move up with everybody else. I think I was looking for somewhere to tunnel. Oh, wait, no. I was going to send him up to scout, too, I think. I'm going to have him go up that way. Yeah, I think that's where he was going. It's hard for me to remember because I haven't played in a week here, at least on this game. Alright, unexplored. So I still have to clear this. Yeah, I was waiting for healing for these guys. Still closely. There are 3 Mana Core riders in there. What the heck? Okay, well, I've got... Wait a second. Let me make absolutely sure he has all his casting points. Okay. We're going to need some in Beast Horde to get through this one. Really hoping they don't charge. Okay, good. Perfect. On that note, I have a little bit of time to, like, buff some stuff and heal some stuff. That knight could use a nourishing meal. And I'm sure someone could use healing. Actually, the knight shot, I probably should have healed the knight because he could have used a little bit of extra health. Okay, what is it, turn 3? Okay, still got a couple turns. Let's go ahead and... Oh wait, yeah, the Spider Queen can use all that. Alright, now let's get that spell cast to start some combat here. Okay, good. I was hoping it would put one close to him. That ought to get the ball rolling here. Right, and I can't move any of them this turn, so I think I'm just going to cautiously move forward with some of these other units. We'll see what those Mana Core riders all do. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff all behind him. Of course, they have no trouble killing that stuff because, you know, they're small little animals. But these numbers will add up eventually, especially the ones that are spawning over by me, so I should be fine here. Not a whole lot any independent structure can do against the Beast Horde. Come back up, your friends. Might be able to even lure them in to a trap. Alright. Try to web that guy, only 40%, slightly higher on him. Was hoping that spider would not get so easily webbed. Wait a second, I could do this. Oh, nice. Oh, that's convenient. The target has first strike. Okay. Hit the elf then. That is a berserker. I suppose he's welcome to attack a knight on defense. Should do fine. Oh, the knight... Okay, he does have overwhelm, because I think knights have shield. Yes, they do. Overwhelm's going to do plenty of damage against just about anything in that situation. The Knights will still be okay. They got plenty of health. I'm just going to back them up a little bit. I want that other spider probably to try to web that Manicore Rider. And if it fails... Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Move the Knight up. If this fails, I'm going to want the Knight to attack that thing. It did fail. Okay. So he's out of movement. I want the Phalanxes up there as soon as possible because they're just going to deal a tremendous amount of damage to those Manicore Riders. And may as well Lightning Bolt somebody. Well, how about you? Is that a flanking? Wait, what way is he looking? He's looking the other way. He's looking towards where this big beetle is. That's not what I want. Maybe it is. There we go. High Elf Manicore Riders are maybe good practice for later. I would go after those guys with the Knight, but this guy's really big and really mean. I think instead, you use the Druid's obscenely high range attack to deal with them. Oh, and the critical hit. And then I can actually back the Knights up to help protect the Druid from getting charged. Actually, you know what? We'll send the Phalanx back. Knights should be fine in terms of dealing with this guy. Maybe even the spider would be better. He doesn't have as much movement as I was thinking. Oh, that's because he's got to fly around that pole. Alright, what I'm going to do is back up, move the spider in, shoot him, and get a whole bunch of poison damage because he's an elf. I don't really want that spider to finish it off. I don't know what I want this spider to do exactly, but I want somebody else to get the XP for that. Maybe it can go just be a pest. It'll take a flank hit there. It'll just go be a pest to that other Manicore Rider. Alright, I would like to try to web you. I would also like to try to web that guy down there, but can't do that. Don't have a spider close enough nearby. I can go throw poo at him though. Aha. I think these goblins need more XP. That big beetle's been kind of fragile. So they can have that. I'll let the Griffin Rider just deal with that spider on the next turn, and I'll finish it off after I'm done taking care of this Manicore Rider down here, which I'm still a little concerned about. We'll maybe wait and see what he does. If he goes after that big beetle, that could be a problem. So I'm going to move couple defending units into that area. Alright, that That guy should probably be toast now. Oh, especially with these monkeys here to help. Okay, so they can turn him around. Which leaves him open to all sorts of nasty counterattacks. First, I'm going to send the knight here. Send the phalanx here. Hit him like that, hit him like that. Okay, that actually finished him off. I don't think anyone really hardly needs healing. I guess that knight could use it. I think the Griffin Rider is the only thing left, if I'm not mistaken. And that'll go down to just about anything. So, let's get that knight out of there. Heal him up with the druid. And send this guy over. I've already webbed with the big spider. So, we'll just finish that thing off. Alright. Ooh, got a Griffin Rider. I'll take those units. Those aren't bad. Not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'll take them. Maybe I could add a little variety to this army by swapping out a Griffin Rider for a knight. Something with first strike. I don't know. I think I'll do that. Just for the fun of it. Just to have a flying alternative. I do really like Griffin Riders because when they get to gold rank, they get tireless, and tireless is one of my favorite abilities in this game. These other guys, I guess, can just kind of go... Actually, I'm probably going to send them in generally the same direction. Yeah. Okay, so I need to try to get that Griffin Rider some XP. I may as well clear these structures because they're kind of close. I'm pretty sure the sorcerer already took care of this area. Yep, that area is clear. So, I will go after that tomb next. Should be able to hit that tomb, then the haste berries, then get the other tomb, and then go... Well, then I'm getting into territory where the sorcerer already is. I think these guys are destined to go above ground, probably. The sorcerer seems to be doing fine underground. I am kind of waiting for snakes, though, because I do want to add them to the druid army. At least get a couple of them in there, kind of like I did with the matriarchs for the sorcerer. Oh yeah, this guy's on like permanent wait mode. I'm just gonna put him with those other units because I'm still waiting to see what happens with the Tigrans. Not quite ready to make a big push underground yet for fear that something might slip through. Figure let my king's army do its thing. They'll eventually get there. Hey, may as well join that group. Alright, they have a little more movement left, but I think, oh yeah, I was just defending with them because I'm going to let the snake catch up before they do any more battles. And this ferry, well, it's going to go, I guess, just there for now. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that ferry yet. I guess I probably should have just left it with the sorcerer army, because with that snake in there, they're a little weaker, and the Naga aren't really promoted yet. But I think they'll probably be alright. I mean, he's got Chaos Rift. How bad can things possibly get? At least as far as fighting independence goes. Okay, going to the next turn. I want to swap back to an above ground view. Oh, here comes the attack. Alright, they're finally trying to push through here. It's good. I wanted to do a nice defensive battle here. And it's helpful to watch them just suicide their units at me. Probable victory, but on defense I think that equates to a little bit more than probable victory. I don't have a whole ton of range units, but the flame tank will pay dividends here. That's going to do a ton of damage. Oh wait, I've got juggernauts. What am I talking about? I'm fine. These guys are going to get absolutely just wrecked. Alright. Move everyone in position. Might be able to actually shoot with somebody if I reload them now. I don't know how far the range is on those mortars for sure, but let's give it a try. Rapid reload. And just see if I can hit anything. Yeah, I can. Start off with doing a little damage to those war breeds. Plus the Naga can curse stuff to slow it down. Might even be able to get a couple of those war breeds on my side. That would be pretty nice. Move everybody else this way, assuming they're charging the middle of the map. Okay, so yeah, they like to attack these little choke point things here. Alright, you just stand in that fire. Let's do it again. From the wall. For full damage this time. Right there. So I don't want to blow up my own walls. I'm not going to worry so much about converting them. I think I'll probably focus more on converting those phalanxes. I really like phalanxes, and considering all the warlords I'm going up against, I'd rather have pikeman-based units. Let's go ahead and get them ready for... Okay, that one not so much, but I'll get another chance later. And then the war breeds are just going to have to die. Yeah, critical hit. That's what I want to see. That is 2 dead war breeds right there. One of those guys is probably going to break through here and do a ton of damage. I might cast a spell to prevent them from messing up my machines too badly. Well, we'll see. One of them has to break the wall still, and then I can just repair with the engineer, so I guess there's no reason to cast a spell. Let's just get that nightmare over there to maybe finish something off if I need to. And I can do a little more damage with that guy. Alright, come on up, you jerk. That other phalanx is going to take that route right up there, too. Might be able to... Alright, I think first things first, I just need to finish off this guy. Well done. Got they had first strike. Really need another fireball here, right about now. Cannonball. Just finish that war breed off, not messing around. We'll have to worry about healing that later. Which one of these guys was the one that was cursed? It's that one. Yep. So I can try to charm him now. He is also... Was he immolated? Okay, good. I probably will just use the other Naga to try to charm him then. And focus on just killing that last guy. Okay, so you're already cursed, already immolated. It's that spirit, it's that natural Tigran spirit resistance that's throwing me off here. Well, I tried. Can't get them all, I suppose. But you can blow them all up. Actually want to move you like there. Good, I think I wanted to turn him around there. Should be able to finish him off with that unit. Get some XP. Oh, she didn't quite get it. That's alright. That's what those guys are for. Haha, lifesteal. Who's left? Settler, Hellhound, Engineer. Engineer may need to use a blunderbuss here. Can he use the blunderbuss from point blank? That I don't know. Let me just make sure I have a backup plan to kill this thing if I need to. Okay. That's my phone going off, in case you're hearing that. Forgot to put it away. I mean, I guess just smashing him with rocks is always a good option. Okay, that'll do the trick. Then this'll definitely finish him off. It'll just hurt my Juggernaut a little bit in the process, but that's okay. Alright, so they just threw away some units down there. That's exactly what I want out of this city right now. I hear more stuff amassing in that area. If they attack me with a large enough group of Manicore Riders, I could be in a little bit of trouble. Let's zoom out here, get an overview of the map. Okay. Blue's moving, don't really care about her so much right now. Mostly worried about what Red's doing. That's the Manicore Rider that I spotted earlier right there. We'll see where he goes. And if any other red units... Okay, he just flew right past. I don't like that. He's still in the water and could threaten Lunaris if he goes any further. I need to decide what to do about this guy here. I mean, I could always just summon units in Lunaris. Problem is, Earth Elementals aren't going to be really great against that guy. And they're the main thing that I can summon. Also, I'm currently casting a spell, so I can't really summon much of anything. Well, I can maybe head him off. It's kind of hard to tell what way he's going to go. Oh, and he's on the rapids. I couldn't even embark if I wanted to. Let's go here for now. If I lose I'd rather lose the fort and have to get it back than lose a city the size of Lunaris and have to get it back. So we'll maybe be able to head him off here. If he goes after that city, I would need to be able to reach that point, and I could. So yeah, if he makes a beeline towards the city, I should be able to catch him. Why do I have a crazy... Look, that's just taking up inventory space. I don't want that. I did give him the phase item. That, yeah, I gave him that for a reason. That might be useful. Okay, we already are aware of that. Oh, and I'll have the builder in for the next battle. That'll be... Oh, wait, no. What am I thinking? I built that builder for a specific reason. Let's go dig out some of these walls and terraform it. This city I want to go back to just upgrading. Spending all the money. Okay, earthquake research, select new research, forge blast. Crossing my fingers and really hoping that I get all-knowing on the next turn. Zappy Shield of Power. Now who... Oh, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. This shield was going to the king specifically because I want to give him shock resistance. So when the other shield arrives at my king, I'm going to give it to the warlord. And then the king can give the king can keep the defender tunic. And the warlord can get rid of his. Okay. I need to remember that. I forgot I was building a shield for the king. Anyway, that's done, so I can send it along to him. And that shield has +1 defense, shield, and 20% shock protection. Okay. So that goes to the king. Now I want to switch out to my king and check his items real quick because I'm adding up to a specific total. I believe he has 40% by default with his lightning rod upgrade. So it should still say shock resistance at 40%, and that's correct. So the next two items need to give him more shock protection. Otherwise, I could kind of put whatever effects I want on those rings. The fire protection is no longer needed because that's now at like 120% in reality. Or, no, wait, it might be like 140. Yeah, it would be 140% now. So I need like 20% fire protection. That's right. A ring with 20% fire and 20% shock, and then whatever else I want on it. I have plenty of mana to build whatever I want. Let's go in here. Okay, so jewelry. I want shock protection. Okay, and fire protection is going to be one, so I can get anything else. Urban, cave, wetlands, mountain, water. Is there anything that's not a concealment for... Oh, man. I could maybe... Okay, what I could do is I could get a better effect and then put fire protection on a different ring. No, one of the rings has to have both fire and shock. I don't think there's any getting around that. So one of these rings is going to be kind of a crappy ring, but the other one can be a little bit better. Alright, well, I guess what form of concealment would be most useful? Wetlands, mountain, water, blight, arctic, forest. Is there a tropical one? Because that's where they're operating in right now. I'm just going to give him cave concealment in case he goes back underground later. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me. And we'll give him fire protection and shock protection. Okay. We're going to call it this ring looks cool. We're going to call it Tomuk's Trinket. I'm going to come up with more creative names, I think, even if they're terrible. Alright, at the moment, still reinforcing this city down here. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. It depends on how much firepower they bring to bear in this area. Then again, I will be able to cast some pretty powerful spells if I need to try to defend. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm a dreadnought, so I have plenty of spell casting points, but I don't have the best combat spells. That area, I think, could actually use some backup. Maybe the units that I'm sending north should actually do a 180 and go back down. I mean, they could hit those haste berries and go through the new tunnel and make it down there pretty fast. I'm going to do that just send a little extra backup down that way. I'm kind of nervous about that area. While I'm here, let's do this. Another 5 minutes or so, I can squeeze in one more battle. Alright, Deathbringer Carrion Bird, lots of Deathbringers. Let's just do this the easy way. You know what? No. I want to farm some XP out of this, and these units should be fine for that purpose. So let's instead use the Druid's Lightning Rod ability to get these guys to come to me. Or that won't even be necessary. Cool. Curse, not a big deal. It doesn't matter because they're not going to die. Oh, he just took away my ability to use Lightning Rod, so that's unfortunate. Spider can web them. They're one of the... Yeah, I can web them. You know what? I just want these guys to die. That's really all there is to it. Sometimes you just gotta be aggressive. That Griffin Rider is gonna take quite a bit of damage from that. I'm not sure if I want that to happen. Let's try to web him first. Well, that at least lowers his movement a bit. That's a little safer. And then you can just go sit right there and be a problem. Oh no! Hey. I can melee attack too, buzz off. Nice. Good job, guys. Sell it. Don't need that. And I think I will, I'm going to save that tomb for the next episode, probably. I would go over a little bit, but I am really hungry right now. Do I want to absorb this city into my empire? I think I do. I think this area is secure enough that I want that, because I would really like to start making Nightshade Fairies. So let's start the process towards getting those. We'll get a Buttercup Meadow or whatever that's called. I don't know. Okay, public baths. Could use that. Just a bunch of cities that need stuff. You know, I'm going to queue up a few things in some of these. Oh good, this one is got the Grand Palace coming. That's great. And that one, I have to wait until after that temple's done. Oh hey, my navy's done. Awesome. So this city can go back to making epic tons of awesome firstborns. And this navy can finally ship out and go after Red. And they can move a tremendous distance. I don't have a builder with them, but I've got cities all along the coastline, so I could build a builder at almost any point and send it along with them. It'd probably be faster to do that than... Oh man, that ship's slowing everybody down. Ah well. It's probably fine. I think maybe I'll build one more, just so it's a whole group of ironclads. Alright, I'll build one more, just so they can move a little bit faster as a group. I don't know what I'll do with the other galleon. Maybe just leave one hanging back on defense in case something comes out of nowhere. But yeah, we'll get one more. And human race governance level up. Oh, this one's a no-brainer. All human cavalry units deal an additional +2 melee damage. I got a ton of knights. That's great for me. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. It's probably about time. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Always good to have you along, and go ahead and leave your comments, thoughts down below. As always, I do read through all of those, and I really appreciate all the input. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.